When the weekend beckons, four legends ride into the night. But hey, we're not here to bring the apocalypse. We're here to bring the fun. Meet the Horseman, a group of friends who ride through the wild world of pop culture and collectibles, sharing stories, laughs, and a passion for all things geeky. From epic debates over the best comic book villain to unboxing the latest collectibles, we're here to entertain, share, and grow our community with fellow fans. We're more than just a show. We're a community. A place where collectors and pop culture fans can come together to share, connect, and enjoy. Subscribe now, join the ride, and become part of the adventure.
Hey guys, welcome. My name's Ryan, as you all know. Welcome to Friday Night Horseman. There's just me and Pop in here this evening so far. I hope Randy's okay. I haven't heard from him. I know he's busy with all his jobs and stuff, so hopefully he can make it. If he can't, we wish him well, and there's always next week. But yeah, what's everyone up to? It's Friday. How you doing? Dino Joe, good to see you, buddy. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you being up so late. Headless. Hale just got to Chicago. Mark Hamill, baby, among a lot of others. Nice. Sup, Dino. Sup. Hello. Corey, good to see you. And Poppin is in the chat. Guys, we haven't got much of an agenda tonight. I was going to probably talk about why we collect. I don't know. I was sat playing Fortnite with Headless last night and we got kicked off the servers. And then my mind was looking around the room going, why have I got these Funko Pops on these shelves? What am I doing collecting them? Why am I collecting them? Do I even need them? Yeah, so my mind is going crazy with my collection. But I have the Damon Targaryen Matt Smith sat right here, and I love it. So that's one thing. I don't know about everything else. I don't know. Guys, let's get popping in. Let's talk. You guys can run the show tonight. You let us know what you want to talk about. You can fire questions to us or whatever. We'll answer them if we want to answer them. If we don't want to answer them, we won't. Yeah, it's Horseman Friday night. Hope you have a good night. We won't talk about the intro. Just know it's a work in progress, and I'm using my brain to come up with things, and I'm using AI, and I'm doing all sorts of stuff. So just stay tuned. But yeah, let's welcome in our brother Poppin. How you doing, buddy?
What's up, everybody? Happy Friday.
Good to see you. How are you? How's your week?
It was a long week. Everyone knows I only work 4 days a week, but it felt like it was about 12 days long. So,
wow.
But yeah, it's I got the garage door open here. As you can see, the beautiful neighbor's house next door. It's still about 92 degrees here. So,
jeez.
There was no way I was going to do this in the garage with the door shut. So.
I think I'm on American thing on my phone. It says 53.
I would go for 53 right now.
Yeah, so I don't know if you heard what I just said at the beginning then, but yeah, I'm sure we've all been through those thoughts and those feelings of, like, why do we collect the things that we collect and stuff like that. I don't know. It came up in my mind. You know more than anybody how much I want to move to America and become American. And I was sat there thinking, well, these are things that eventually I'm just going to have to get rid of anyway. I was coming down that path of thought. So I don't know. It's pretty upsetting to think about because I've had hold of many of them for a long time. But maybe I am coming to that conclusion that if I really want to live out my real dream, then I don't need things like that to hold me down.
Yeah. I'm currently going through that. To be totally honest with you, if I want the business to expand, I have to make room.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm clearly not going to get rid of tools. I'm going to get rid of Funkos. So,
yeah. And have you been getting rid of them? Have they been moving? I've never sold a Funko Pop. I've never done it.
I've gotten rid of a few. I've actually got someone coming over to look at a good part of them next weekend.
So. Okay. I say I never sold a Funko Pop. I have a friend who lives in the neighborhood who collects, but I don't see that as like going through the whole rigmarole of having to put it online and paying fees and all that kind of stuff. Like Jeremy put in the group Horseman chat about one Pokemon card today, and the aspects of selling one item online can be a killer.
Yeah, like Joe said, just sold most of my pops. Just had Lord of the Rings and a few cool ones. And that's what I'll keep. I'll keep the soda machine, the soda case with my grails in it and my very personal pops, stuff like that. But, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't know how many I've got. I've got probably about 100, maybe, Game of Thrones Funkos. And a couple of miscellaneous other ones. And I don't know, maybe I could get it down to just 10. And then when I get to where I want to be in life, then start having them all in a room or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
You know,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to read Corey's message there. I don't need to think about selling Funkos yet. I'm 18, nothing going on with my life right now. And stuff. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, exactly.
I never had a Funko at 18 years old, so.
You know, and I've thought about just boxing them up and putting them in storage, and then, you know, grow the business with and still keep them. But it's like, what good are they doing me in storage? You know, what good? I haven't seen some of them in 2 years because they're just sitting over there. I don't know. It was fun. It was fun while it lasted, and it's just not fun anymore. I hate to say that. Every once in a while, but not every day like it was. I mean, what do you mean?
Yeah, no, I hear you. I don't get the excitement of a new drop or a new Funko Pop that comes out. I'm like, okay. Even the House of the Dragon ones, I know they're going to come with the NFTs and stuff, but I'm not really super excited for a certain one that I want them to make, or like, it's just Funko. They'll do what they do. You know, I'm not going to get my hopes up. We're probably going to get another Kristen Cole.
Probably.
You know, but yeah, it's the way I don't know. Maybe I'll change next week and something will come out, but I really want that, you know. The dragons come out, they're cool. I want them all the time, but, you know, they're very, very far between. Even selling some signed pops, started getting some posters, so it takes up less space and I can chop and change when I fancy it. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I've pretty much narrowed it down and said I'm going to keep, of course, my grails. There's certain ones that I will never get rid of. They'll probably be buried with me. Anything I've gotten from Horseman or other creators, because a lot of times if I win a giveaway and it's just a common pop, I'm like, hey, sign it for me. You know, to me that's pretty cool. And I got the Luau signature. There's a couple resellers on YouTube that they sell pops, and I had them sign a cheap one for me. You know, it's just something like that. But a lot of, and this is going to hurt Randy's feelings, but a lot of the blacklight, I'm probably going to get rid of. That's most of what this gentleman is looking for is the blacklight. And the reason is, and I totally understand it, he's got an autistic child, and for some reason he really reacts to blacklight stuff. Yeah, like it's just mind blowing to him. And I'm like, okay, I got a hookup for you. So.
Yeah, no, I can see that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand. I don't own a single blacklight Funko Pop. I don't think. And I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy we're talking about this, but then I just watched an episode of a TV show that I've never seen before, and I'm like, I wish I had Funko Pops for that. And I remember having Funko Pops for that show, and I'm like, damn it, and stuff. We'll get onto that in a little bit, because that could be a good conversation. Let's catch up with chat. Hey, Kenneth Bird, good to see you, my friend. Headless goes, that's why I just collect autographs and con stickered pops, fun days, and very, very selective on the NFTs. Yeah. Corey asks, Smokey, did you end up getting an order for Harry Collette yet? No, I'm going to wait. The deadline was, November or something like that? So, yeah, I'll wait, because I've got Ireland to go to, so I'll probably get it after that. But Headless did. I shared it with Headless, and he grabbed one.
What's Harry collecting?
Harry Collette is just Jaceres Valerion. He has a signing with Magpie Toys in the UK. Nice. Coming up. Magpie Toys are absolutely throwing it out the park with the stuff that they're dropping. They have recently posted that they're going on like this Game of Thrones House of the Dragon tour, and they've got loads of people that they've got signed up for private meetings and stuff, and they do Funko
Nice.
Pops and all that kind of stuff. And I think it was pretty cheap. I think it was like 65 UK pounds, and that included the Funko Pop. And the website's pretty easy to use. You've got little easy boxes, so you type what you want for your quote and all that kind of stuff.
Nice.
And I think they even shipped to America because Headless did get one. So yeah, Corey's looking forward to getting one as well. Yeah, it'll be good. We should all come on the Horseman and show them off one time if everyone wants to. Good to see you, Coombsy.
Well, in some ways, Funko Pops are like drugs. So
Yeah, it's good to we can say and we can pull people from hiding in the chat. Not that you were hiding, but good to see you. Endless says it's $30 to ship to the USA. Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah,
shipping is expensive. That's why I just use Temu because it's all free shipping.
and you can
So yeah, guys, what do you want to talk about tonight? Say that again. I was just asking the chat that they can let us know what they want to talk about tonight.
Yeah.
Now the owner of the company is a complete knob. Yeah, everyone's got their opinions. I don't know the guy personally. I've seen him around. I've been to cons that he's been at.
Yeah.
Never spoken to the guy though.
Yeah, chat. If you have any questions, just put them in the chat there. We'll try to answer them, maybe.
So speaking of a TV show that I watched today that I haven't seen before, Umbrella Academy.
I cannot believe you've not seen that.
Bro, I was like, what? Why? When I was watching it, I was like, what the hell is this? I have notes on my phone. Like, as you all know, I take notes. I thought, what you have said, okay, you agreed to come and watch Game of Thrones with me on the channel and start my favourite show. And I was sat here last night and I was like, I have got nothing planned for the Horseman whatsoever. Just going to go up there for an hour, sit back, relax, hang out with Charles and just talk. And I thought, what can I do to try and fill 10, 15 minutes of conversation? Well, I paid it forward back to you and watched your favourite show because you always go on about the Umbrella Academy.
Yep. And
I've never seen it. So I watched the first episode today and oh my God, it was amazing. The characters, the people in it. Headless says, what pose should I do in my photo op with Mark? He does sit on a high chair.
Oh, so he sits in a high chair? You should do the airplane with the spoon as you feed him.
Yeah, feed him the spoon. Or give him his blue milk in a bottle.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, we will. Thanks for dropping questions in the chats, guys. We will get to them in a second. Yes. Umbrella Academy, first episode. Bro, how many times have you seen that episode?
I've watched the first 3 seasons 4 times.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'm pacing myself on the 4th season because it's only 6 episodes long.
Okay, only 6 episodes long.
Yeah,
I understand the disappointment.
I've seen the first 2 episodes of season 4, and that is it. That they are not making another one after season 4.
Okay. Well, we're 15 minutes into this live, and I'm waiting to get to the end of it to go watch episode 2. That was how good it was.
Yeah.
I had to stop myself because I didn't have an hour between episode 2 and coming to the Horseman, so I had to stop. So I'll read out some of my notes here. So I go, strange start to a show, is what I put at the start.
Yeah.
And then I go, Phantom of the Opera playing in episode 1. I'm so fucking down for this. Because when that person is playing whatever that instrument was, and it was the Phantom of the Opera. If anybody knows, little look behind the keyhole, Phantom of the Opera is one of my favourite movies, stories, musical productions, everything around it. I absolutely love the Phantom of the Opera. Something that you probably wouldn't have known about me. Let's continue. And then I go, Luther, Diego, Alison, Klaus. Only 4, but there were 7 children. Then I go, Father is Dead. Vanya, Elaine Page. Is that Elaine Page?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. Elaine Page is a great character. Who's this Umbrella and why has he got an academy?
Now wait, how many did you say?
Sorry?
How many? You said 4, but there's 7?
Yeah, he got 7 kids at the start, right?
Uh-huh.
And then I the names I got were Luther, Diego, Alison, Klaus, Vanya. So there was 5. And then number 5 comes into it later. That's 6. And then Ben was the one that deceased. Okay. I put the house looks amazing. The portraits change as they age less members. What's happening? A fucking monkey. Oh my god, it talks. Hi, Pogo. 5 disappeared? Question mark. Father was always busy. Luther thinks one of them killed Dad. Bank scene was absolutely amazing. 7 has nothing special. Who is 7? Is that Vanya?
Vanya is 7, and you will learn.
Yeah. Father seems fishy. The music in this show is absolutely brilliant. Yes. Clumsy Klaus. What the fuck, Luther? I think we're alone now. When they all start dancing in the house. Yep. Has anyone seen this show in the chat? Please let me know. I put what the fuck, a temporal anomaly. This show made me say what the fuck so many times when I was watching it. I was like, what the hell's going on?
Just wait. It gets
okay.
Yeah.
I said number 5 is a kid. What happened to Ben? Mom is a ditz. The ashes scene was cold. Ben's statue crying emoji. Diego threw a knife, uncontrollable. No one cares for Klaus, it seems. Also noticed, and I don't know if you picked up on this, but should I have noticed this scene? Or am I just pulling on strings? Were the kids in Squid Game costumes running up the stairs? In episode 1, they have green costumes on with the stripes down their arms, and they're running up a weird, twisted scene of stairs. For me, that seemed like an exact rip-off of the Squid Game. And they also have the umbrella symbol, which they have to peel out of the cookie in Squid Game. Am I picking up on something that I shouldn't be, or have you ever picked up on that?
There's no connection there.
Okay. Interesting.
No.
Then I put, Father has the kids wide up at night. Creepy fucker. I hope the monkey didn't do it. Vanya leaves. What the fuck? Mum is a robot. Oh my god. Griddy's Donuts scene. Amazing. Istanbul to Constantinople. Amazing song. Number 5 is brilliant. Diego has the monocle, you son of a bitch. Who's in the car with Klaus? Dead, number 6, Ben. Nothing in the future, says number 5. He found a date. The world ends in 8 days. I'm going to put a pot of coffee on. Amazing episode. Yeah, those notes were pretty extensive, but I just wanted to share them with you because I know you like that show, and it was my first time watching it. It was absolutely insane, bro.
Yeah. I
felt like I was watching The Boys, and I felt like I was watching, for the UK viewers, I just had the name of it in my head and it just went. Misfits. I don't know if anyone's seen Misfits. But yeah, it felt like a cross between The Boys and Misfits. And I'm sure Klaus was in Misfits as well. So, yeah, awesome show. There's loads of questions in the chat.
Yes.
Loads. Wow. Do you want to pick one out?
Do what?
Do you want to pick a question out of the chat?
Oh, yeah. It looked like someone asked. Let me close this chat. I got 2 chats open at one time somehow. Oh, where was it? Oh, what actor or actress would you want to meet most?
Right now, in my current state of mind, it would be Eve Best, Rhaenys Targaryen.
Oh, I like that.
That would be right now. I want to meet Eve Best.
Wow.
What about you?
Wow, that throws a wrench in it right there. Yeah.
I just want to thank her for her amazing scenes and her story and everything. I want to talk to her.
Yeah.
Love to.
That throws a wrench in it for me. On the male side, the actor side, for me, it would be Chris Evans. For sure. Hands
Chris
down.
Evans.
Probably not going to change.
Captain America.
Everyone knows a tie in there. But yeah, for me, it would be Chris Evans on the male side, the actor side. Female or actress side, I mean, the obvious, but man, I don't want to say that one because it's so out of proportion that it would never happen. So I don't know. It's a good question.
Yeah, it's a good question.
I will give you an answer before this show's over on that one.
I know for you, it could be a different person on a different day. Like I know Sean Astin is a big one for you.
Yeah,
People, you spoke of people.
Yeah, for actor, it would be Chris Evans, um, Sean Astin, of course. That will happen someday. I'll give my left leg for it at this point, I think. But I just want to complete that set. And it's not really even a set. It's a set in my mind, but no one else's. So, yeah, the guy who plays Alf, I want to meet him.
Okay.
Did
you just to jump in? Did you see? Sorry to put you on the spot. Did you see Dino Joe's vlog from WalesCon?
Yes.
He did so did you know he was the one who did the Gollum voice on stage during that vlog when he's asked a question? Yeah, it was Joe that did it. It was quite funny. Yeah. I instantly heard it. I was like, oh, that's cool. I want to watch the whole panel when they drop it, because usually the channel will drop it. Cool. Let's go through the chat. Find someone else. Yep. I think Joe had a question there. If you could ever get one more Funko, and that's it forever, what would you want? Could be signed or anything.
So mine would be, I believe it's the OG glow in the dark Captain America, and then of course Chris Evans signed it. So, and that would be half of me quitting Funko. The other half, of course, to me would be harder to obtain. Would be the original Scarlet Witch pop with Elizabeth Olsen signing it. If I ever acquired those two pops or those two signatures, I'm done. I'll never buy another pop in my life. Hand to God. So.
See, I don't know. I really don't know. I feel like if I had the Grail of Grails, the Headless Ned Stark of Grails, which unfortunately you can't avoid that spoiler. I'm sorry, Charles. You know about Funko. You know what that pop is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel that that's a big responsibility to have something so expensive. As a it's just a thing that sits on the shelf, and I've never been that kind of that person in mind to have something so expensive like that just sit there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd rather have that money and spend it on a vacation and have a memory that will last forever than a toy that'll sit on a shelf.
Yeah.
That's the way I see life at the moment. I don't know if that'll change, but I don't know. Maybe I can't believe I was going to say this. Maybe no, guys, it's not Deadpool. Before you think I'm even going to say that, maybe the Freddy as a Night King, and I hate Freddy's.
Okay.
But that one makes sense because he's a king and he has a crown.
Yeah.
Just saying, he's the Night King and he's a crown, and you put Freddy as crowned in some other shows. It doesn't make sense to me. So maybe that one. Oh, yeah, maybe that one.
I like that.
Carrie Fisher signed by Leia. Yeah.
Okay. Dino Joseph Vigo would be his Grail.
Viggo Mortensen.
Nice.
That's Aragorn in Lord of the Rings, right? Kimsey says I would give Joe £100 to sign a piece of paper.
Right. Go for it, Joe.
Joe, go for it, bro. Send him loads. Someone who would be attainable would have to be Sean Bean on my Headless Ned pop. Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
But so, like on that one, that Headless Ned Stark is already crazy value, right?
It's come down over the years.
Would an autograph? So on some pops, an autograph like skyrockets the price on a pop, but on some, I've actually seen it degrade the pop's price value.
I can't see why. Unless it's personalized, then I understand why. If it says to Terry, then I understand. Because of course you're not going to have two Headless from Headless. You know what I mean? No, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never known that.
LSAPC.
And I guess if that was a one in a lifetime chance encounter with that person, then you come into question going down Joe's route and getting a poster signed instead of a Funko Pop, because you don't want to attach value to this thing. You want to attach memory and life and longevity. In my eyes, you know, you don't want to have a Funko Pop signed and one day it's at this price and then in 10 years time it's down here, and your love for that product changes because of its value. You remember the days when it used to be so expensive and now you're like, oh, it's not that expensive anymore. Yeah. But really it should be everything to you still, from the day that you met the guy to 10 years later. That's how I see it.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's why sometimes I don't agree with Funko Pops. And I've got photographs instead with Matt Smith and with other people, and they're better memories than the Funkos, you know?
Exactly. Corey, I would let Emma Darcy sign my body if she wanted to. I don't care. Yeah.
Coomsey says, would your answer not be Kit? No.
I was wondering about that, yeah.
I like Jon Snow and all, but he's not my favourite character in Game of Thrones.
Okay.
So, yeah, I want to meet him, and there's opportunities to meet him. Joe has given me plentiful opportunities to and kept me informed with where I can go and meet the guy tomorrow, if I so wish to do so. But my biggest issue is being stuck where I am. I'm in Scotland. I don't drive, so I have to use public transport, and to get down to London is an absolute nightmare. Yeah, I can spend $20 and get down there cheap, but it takes 12 hours and it kills me. And then I've got to come back the next day without having to spend a fortune in a hotel in the city. And it's just, I'd want to be fresh and I'd want to be right to do that kind of stuff. So I'm trying to plan it around Ireland. Maybe when I go to Ireland, I could fly back to London, do that real quick, and then just get a coach home. Maybe that's an idea. So yeah, I didn't say Kit because Kit is technically available to me. It's not like it's something that is an attainable thing that I want to reach for. So yeah, that's why I said that.
Nice.
So nice choices, says Corey. £105 cash on the day, I'm afraid, Coomsey. I would want Emma Darcy on a Rhaenyra Funko Pop. Yeah. And again, yeah, you can meet Emma in London as well. I have friends on Instagram that are cosplayers, and literally it seems like every weekend they're posting selfies with Emma Darcy in London when she's on these stage productions and she's doing these other things. So it's pretty crazy how she's so interactive with people as well, or how they are. Sorry, I don't want to misgender. LSAPC. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Yeah, we're half an hour in, 8 people in a chat. This is a complete free for all, guys. You guys can run the show. You can ask us what you want to ask us. If anyone would even like to come up on the panel for the last 30 minutes of the live, please reach out to me on Instagram or Charles, and we'll get the link to you. Good to see you, Mama J. Oh, I think we both clicked it at the same time twice.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
Good to see you, Mama J. Thanks for being here.
Mama J.
Just reading the chat. Yeah, I saw Joe. I'm hoping I can go, but now I have to wait until I can actually meet them. Plenty of stuff to autograph. My last choice would be a Funko at this point in my life. Yep.
Yeah.
The price went up double, so I didn't book it on Tuesday. And I say that while I'm actively looking at getting an autographed Funko as a Terrifier. I've still not seen that show either. The Terrifier. I'm not a big horror fan.
Is a Terrifier Art the Clown?
I believe so.
Is that the same thing?
Yeah, I believe so. Rob would be the best person to ask. I stuck my head into the Discord Horseman channel today for the first time in maybe, and I'm not telling a lie, maybe 6 months. I popped my head in there and I was just reading some things. I was like, wow, this still continues for one. And Rob was going on about Art the Clown and all sorts of stuff. And I was like, I'm just going to get back out of here.
That's the one they dropped on Funko, I think, this week. And they supposedly sold out in like 2 minutes.
Right.
So, which makes sense. It's close to Halloween. They need to drop Halloween stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
He's doing a con very soon.
Nice.
Next
year, Next year, I will be a true con at some point, somewhere. Hold my word.
Yeah. I've got one more left this year, and then I'm done.
Hold my beer. I'll be there.
I've got Ireland to do. I've got wrestlers that I've wanted to meet for the last 6-7 months. You know, Mick Foley, Trish Stratus, Lita, Rikishi. There's some of the folk there. Jadis from The Walking Dead. And it's Game of Thrones it's the Game of Thrones studio tour, so I'm going to go do that. And then I'm not doing anything for the rest of the year. I'm telling myself no, because we've got, Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon Con in Germany in March, a German castle that I'm going to come high hell or water. I'm going to that. I'll swim if I have to. So I want to save for it, and I want to learn to drive as well. So I need to give myself some extra funds, because I've just figured out today that driving lessons are nearly like 100 UK pounds, because they do 2-hour lessons, and it's $50. It's $50 an hour, and they have to do 2, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is going to cost me a fortune just to learn to drive.
It's because you guys drive on the wrong side of the fucking road.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
LSAPC said sold out, but major retailers bought them all up. Not surprising there. You can probably get them on most of the websites for $49.95. So.
Yeah. Good point. I didn't see any of them. I'm not connected with any of that crap.
So
all my feeds are just Game of Thrones stuff.
You said Jadis from Walking Dead, right?
Yeah, Polly-Ann McIntosh.
So that's bowl cut, right?
Yeah.
So what you should do is take a bowl to have her sign it. Just walk up with a bowl and say, "Can you sign it right here?" And see what she
see if she reacts.
Yeah, see what she says or does. I often wonder, like, and anybody in the chat, you can answer too. What's the weirdest thing someone's ever brought up to be signed by one of these stars? You're paying good money to get their autograph, and people have brought up the just god-awful, weirdest thing in the world to get signed.
I genuinely was thinking of putting my foot on the table for Olivia Cook at my first ever Comic-Con, because we'd just seen her do the stuff with Laris.
Yep.
I was genuinely thinking. I think I said it to Tell. I want to put my foot on the table, and he said, "Don't do that." And then she cancelled anyway. The whore. She's a whore.
Whore. You damn whore.
Alison. I must say Alison, not Olivia Cook. I don't want to get sued. Doomsy says their body. Last weekend, someone got a vial of V to be signed by Jesse T. Usher. It was the size of a thimble.
Jeez.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. I wonder what it was made of. What was the liquid?
Yeah.
Or someone had a jar of Homelander's pubes. That would have been weird.
There you go. Yeah. Completely off topic, but the Peely Wolverine is kind of badass.
I agree.
I am currently trying to download that right now as we speak. So
I've heard rumors that there is a Deadpool Peely coming as well.
Oh, I'm sure. They have to.
Someone in front of me at HorrorCon got their top of their boob signed by Costas Mandalore. I was shocked. Okay. It's Fishpool, not Peely?
Fishpool. Nice.
Yeah, Fortnite seems good. We've got the new Marvel season. That just dropped. That is always a fun time. I think the last time we had Marvel season was 2 years ago when I quit the game. I remember playing every season up to Marvel and then never again. And then I came back about a year ago and played a bit. But yeah, the Marvel season is back. We've got Doctor Doom. We've got the Fantastic Four coming. We've got some cool stuff. You might like it. I know that you said you're just updating the game, so you'll even be making a return.
Yeah.
It should be fun. We'll be able to get some.
Told me I had like 8.5 hours, so we'll see.
Yeah, that's crazy. Mine took about 40 minutes last night. It was this morning. It was like 9 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, it's never taken this long, but maybe everyone's trying to do it right now. I don't know. Yeah.
That's the way Fortnite is, Coombsy. Everything is OP on day one of a new season. Everyone's getting used to all the new weapons. Wait a couple of days till Cypher PK puts a informational video out onto how to combat the Iron Man gloves and how to combat the shield, and people learn the game. You know, it's the meta of the game. I know you play it, bro, but yeah, it's good. Fortnite's always fun, and they didn't take the cars out. They just took away the guns and all that other stuff, so the cars are still in the game, which is good because people paid V-Bucks for them. You know, like the I played with Blaze last night, and he literally rolled up in a Tesla Cybertruck, and I was like, bro, where'd you get this from? He goes, oh, I got it free from a concert or something, or a competition. But I was riding in it, and it is literally like silent. You can't hear a thing. I was like, that's crazy how they've got that in the game. And then I saw Fall Guys was actually in the game. You would fly down on the map just before it updated, and there was like a floating Fall Guys island, and you would play within Fortnite. I just thought that was pretty insane how they had that round. Now they're flying around with auto rockets and Uzis. Yeah, I saw the Uzis. The double-handed Uzis are literally melting. They have a fire rate of 17, which is the highest fire rate any weapon has ever had in Fortnite. So that's pretty crazy. I think you can bleed, is it 2 or 3 bullets through turbo building with those if people play builds. Yeah, the Uzis are literally insane. They will get nerfed though. They won't stay that strong, I'm sure.
Oh no. No,
Yeah,
anything that works, they'll take away within the first 2 weeks. So.
Yeah, they need to make it fun for the casuals and the competitors.
Yeah,
and they need to make a balance. And Fortnite have always kind of done that, unless you talk about mechs and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll leave some other surprises for you, Charles, when you play it, because it was quite fun. The map looks different. There's a certain somebody out to sea. You'll see it when you get on the map. But yeah.
Nice. Yeah, last season I just couldn't get into it, and you guys know that. I didn't start playing this game years ago because I like to play and relax. I don't want to have to be stressed playing a game, and the last season stressed me. Like a couple times during a game, I'm just like, I would just jump out of the car and be like, someone else.
I noticed.
And I was just that. But yeah, that wasn't for me. But I can walk up to somebody or shoot them from 100 yards away, but don't expect me to get in a car going 100 miles an hour and be able to spin around on a dive and shoot them, because it ain't happening.
Yeah, I remember that game very well. I think I was driving, and I was like, Charles, there's a guy on your left, Charles, left, and you're like, I'm just getting out of the car, Ryan.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I understand.
Yeah. I did it to Headless too. I'm just like, I'm out, bye.
Yeah, very fun. But yeah, crazy week. It's been a crazy week. We watched Game of Thrones last Monday. Have you had thoughts of the first episode this week, or have you thought of episode 2 at all? I know you've been a busy guy, so.
I actually started watching a little bit last night, and I'll be honest, I fell asleep just because, again, it's been a long, hot week. We've been trying to push, so a couple of us got sick this week because of it, and we don't need to be doing that, but we have been. So, but yeah, I'm planning on watching episode 2 either tomorrow afternoon after Farmers Market or sometime Sunday early, and then maybe watch it again Sunday night. So,
okay,
yeah, I'm really enjoying it. There was a video released today that I started watching, and about, I don't know, a minute and a half in, they said, "Oh, this the ending to season 1 of Game of Thrones." I'm like, son of a bitch! So I shut it off. And that's not the creator's fault. That show's been out for 13, 14 years. I should have seen it by now if I was going to.
Yeah. And we even had the discussion about a Funko Pop today that relates to that exact thing. So
yeah, I gave him a thumbs up, but I just didn't watch the rest of the video.
Yeah, I hear you. And it's hard to do that, obviously, because knowing not everybody knows that you're going through the journey that you're going through right now with what you're doing, and yeah, you've got to be selective with what you watch. I get that.
Yeah. And I don't expect any other creator to curb their videos or creativity to what I'm doing in life. So, and
yeah,
like I said, I gave the video a thumbs up, and I just shut it off. So, yeah.
Nice. When was the last time you went to the movie theaters, Charles?
Whew. When was Reagan president last? No.
Give me about a month and I might know the answer to that because I'm swatting up on my American US history.
Last time I was in the movies. Night at the Museum 2. Whatever year that was.
Ben Stiller movie.
Yeah.
Night at the Museum 2.
Yep.
Night at the Museum 2. USA.
I'm going to say 10 years ago.
Theater release.
9, 10.
Secret of the Tomb was released December 19th, 2014.
Yeah, not 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, yeah, Corey asks in the chat, when will you guys be seeing any movies in cinemas anytime soon? So, have you got the itch to go want to watch Deadpool? Is my main question.
At the movie theater, no.
No.
I don't know. I didn't grow up going to the movies. You know, a lot of my friends did. You could buy like a pass, and it was pretty damn cheap, but I just didn't do it. I'm the type of person that, like Deadpool, if I'm gonna watch it, I'll watch it with some friends, or I'll sit at home, watch it in my comfy pants on my couch with a bowl of popcorn that did not cost me $15.
Okay.
You know, and if I don't like it, I shut it off and I move on. Where if I go to a movie theater and I spend $20 for a ticket and $20 in snacks, I'm pretty obligated to sit there for 2 hours, or I feel like I've really wasted my money. So, yeah,
Okay.
I've just never been wired to go to movies. So.
Just the way you are, I get it. I don't know. I want to go to the movies to watch. I probably will go watch Deadpool because I think that'll make a good YouTube video if Milky goes to the movies to watch Deadpool.
There you go.
I want to go watch that before it finishes. I just watch Twister at home. I feel like my TV's big enough. I don't need to go home. You know, I don't need to go to the movies and sit with other people.
That's kind of the way I think about it.
Yeah. But no, there is one movie that isn't out yet, which will be coming out in the distant future, that I will go to the cinema to watch, and it will be the Fortnite movie, because that's where this is going. This is definitely leading down a line of where Fortnite will become a movie, and it will probably be the biggest grossing movie of all time. All those kids that played it all those years ago will be old enough to be able to go to the movies and be able to have their own, independence, and they'll have their own money, and it'll just be massive. It really will.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'll be one that I'll definitely watch. Let's check the chat. Dino Joe says, "Ooh, Corey, might see a couple tomorrow." I love that you watch so many movies, Joe. It's brilliant. Definitely, if anyone hasn't, check out Joe's TikTok. Joe, please feel free to drop your link in the chat for your TikTok, and people can go over and follow you. Very nice. Got a new series on TikTok coming, which is horror themed, believe it or not. Wow, you don't watch horror movies though. Okay. I'll definitely be watching that. Says Corey, horror always been my favourite genre. Yep. Jeremy says we saw Trap at the theatre. Fun to go, but horrible movie. We saw Trap. Is Trap the one where they trap a suspected criminal within a big building and he's the one running it? I don't know. I've seen a trailer for it, I think.
Isn't that Saw?
I'm not sure if that's what it is. It might not be. Quick Joe says, I had to go, heard my favourite Marvel character made a cameo.
Silver Surfer.
Oh, for some reason I was thinking Snorlax, but that's a fucking Pokemon. I was thinking, how did Snorlax make a cameo in Marvel, but I wasn't making the connection.
Yeah.
LSAPC, you didn't like Trap. That's a shame. One of my favourite movies this year, says Corey. I'll watch Fortnite movie when it's on Disney Plus. It'll probably be on every bloody channel.
Oh, everybody will have it.
Yeah. Corey, I will probably watch it again when it comes to Netflix. Sometimes I hate movies when I watch them and love them the second time. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm that way.
With some, definitely with some. Welcome in, Pops Mafia. Good to see you, my friend.
Hey,
Just
Pop,
watched The
Pop.
Union on Netflix. Pretty good movie. Don't think I've seen it. I don't even have Netflix.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, they trapped the serial killer in the concert stadium. That's okay. So that's Trap. Yeah, I really wanted to watch that movie. I saw the trailer for it, and I did think that it was an interesting premise. But yeah, I'll watch it because everyone has their own opinions. Remember. Speaking of Fortnite, the new season is fire. Yes, it is. As far as I'm aware, I played one game though. Quick draw. I've played one game. I got 4 kills and died in the castle area. I was looking around, going, "Where are the dragons?" Because I have my glider dragon, but it disappears when you land. But yeah, Charles is updating the game, so he'll be on in a couple of hours, maybe tomorrow.
Probably tomorrow. Yeah.
We'll get him playing tomorrow.
I don't know where I'm at.
I hear you, bro. So, do you have any Lego in stock? You got any Lego in the house?
Yeah, hold on. There you go. My bad. Yeah, Quick Draw said it's fire. I can't wait.
Yeah. Do you have any Lego in the house, Charles?
Do what?
Any Lego in the house? Lego bricks?
To build?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No.
I was trying to plan next week's live stream, that's all.
Okay. Yeah, I can get some though.
We'll be on your channel. If that's all right. Or we can go on mine.
Yeah.
Just because my outro is telling people that we're on yours.
Gotcha. Yeah. Not a problem.
Cool. Yeah, so Charles, if you can pick up some Lego, something funny for next week, we'll build some Lego.
Definitely.
I've got a dragon to build, so we might be here for longer than an hour because I don't know how long that's going to take.
Maybe it won't be 117 degrees too, so that'd be nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I want to have this one built for
Nice.
as we're going forward. The Union starring Mark Wahlberg and Halle Berry. Ooh, yes.
It actually looks good. Yeah, I just checked it out.
Mark Wahlberg, great. I love his movies. Law Abiding Citizen is my favourite. If anybody hasn't seen that, maybe we could do a movie talk next week. While we're doing Lego, we can talk about some movies that we haven't seen and haven't. Should we do that? We'll build some Lego next week, and we'll bring a list of 10 movies you've seen and 10 movies you haven't seen.
Okay.
Well, how would you know you haven't seen them if you? Yeah, how would you know you haven't seen them? Well, I'm trying to think of how we would come up with 10 that we haven't seen if we don't know we haven't seen them. You know what I mean with that?
Oh, I got 10. I got 10 I haven't seen.
I know you have. Interesting. Yeah, we'll come up with something. Cool. Well, we're almost at an hour, Charles. What you got coming up on your channels? You got multiple channels? You got loads of stuff going on?
Yeah,
You're a busy guy.
I got lots of stuff going on, but it seems like nothing ever accomplishing. Yeah. Presumed Innocence on Apple TV. Oh, let's see if he said. So, I'll check that out. I have a box sitting back here on the floor, an Amazon mystery box that a store gave me after a little begging and pleading and bowing down to them. No, I simply jokingly said, "Hey, how about you give me one of those and I'll put it on my channel?" And he said no at first, and then he's like, "Hey, take one." So it's a interesting box. Let me put it that way. We're gonna shoot that hopefully this weekend. We are uploading right now on Let's Chat with Veterans. That's what I was doing backstage. A video that we shot this past weekend, and Milky, being the saving grace and the awesome, powerful man that he is, saved the video for me. I could not get it uploaded for some reason on my end without being corrupted. I sent it to him and it was just perfectly fine. So I don't know. Maybe it's the ghost. I don't know. But we got all kinds of videos coming up. We had a really good day today. I posted some pictures on Instagram. I'll post them tonight to real Instagram. They were in our private chat, but took 2 hours this morning and did some real woodworking, and it felt so good. And the weird thing is, since we closed the shop at the end of May, I've done more woodworking since then than I had in the previous 6 months. So it's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy, isn't it?
So yeah. We're going to go to farmers market tomorrow. Maybe I'll try to get some footage of what everybody's offering tomorrow. It's hit or miss, because sometimes it's like so busy you can't get away from your booth, and then other times it's so not, but it's like 117 degrees on the asphalt, so I don't want to go anywhere. So,
I hear you.
that's what we got coming up. Maybe we'll start breaking down Umbrella Academy. Who knows?
I'm down. We could
I'm
put that
down
on your
for it. I
channel.
love the show. Yeah.
We could do that on your channel. You can be the all-knowing guy of the show. That'd be nice to flip the switch.
That's scary, isn't it, guys? Put a thumbs up in the chat if you think that's scary or not. Yeah. So. Yeah, that's what I got
that'd
coming
be
up.
cool to just sit back and be like, and just learn, you know?
Yeah.
Although I learn every week with the Game of Thrones stuff too. I still do learn stuff.
Yeah, we're still doing all kinds of stuff. We still got Funko Pops over here, boxes. We got boxes behind us. I still buy whatnot every once in a while to help, not help, but support other creators, because, they've done so much for me in the past, and it's the least I can do. And, sometimes I get a pop that I've been looking for, and the other day I did, actually. So I didn't want to go spend retail for it, so I spent retail and got a free one, too. So, but that makes sense, but I don't know. The talks on the new laser are going well. Hoping to have something wrangled down by the end of the month. So yeah,
nice. You've done a lot with the laser stuff. I love how you get a new toy and you excel beyond what I would ever expect I could do myself, and you just excel every time. Yeah. Like, they are really cool stuff that you do.
Yeah, we are going to sell one thing that we did buy for the laser. It's just not. We've used it maybe 2 or 3 times. It's the screen print part of it. I've got a guy that's interested in it here locally for not much less than I paid for it, because I'm throwing in some extra stuff. So that's good. We can get rid of it, make some counter space over here, because we're going to need all the space we can get if everything falls. If all the cards fall in the right order, we're going to need a lot of space. So.
Yeah. And what has come with the wooden stuff that I got you from Temu? Has any of it gone moldy? Is it?
No. No.
No. Has it been good wood? It wasn't like chemically treated or something?
No, it's all good stuff. I just haven't been able to use any of it yet.
No, that's good. I was more concerned about the wooden rounds. Yeah,
I want to find the right project to use it on, and I just haven't been there yet, because we got an order for a bunch of earrings a couple weeks ago, working on that. I got a bunch of coasters I got to get out by October, which may seem like a long way away, but with the current equipment we're working with, it takes a little bit of time. It takes about 15 minutes per coaster, and there's 600 coasters. So
wow,
it takes some time.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then being 100 degrees out here, I don't want to be out here all day on a Friday. So I usually try to get out here early and get inside by noon, because it's like unbearable.
Okay.
But that's it. What do you got coming up, buddy? I've talked too long.
I appreciate you filling in the gap.
Oh, yeah.
I've been working for 2 weeks now on my season 2 review for House of the Dragon. It's one of those, you don't see my face, you just hear my voice. It's a scripted video. It will have accompanying images from the show along with it. I pretty much give you a short paragraph on every character that we see in season 2 and my thoughts on them and all that kind of stuff, and connect it with what they did with the show. I'm very much show orientated with my comments. I have made sure to not be so book heavy, because I just wanted to try something different, and that's why it took me 2 weeks to recollaborate some of the stuff that I was saying, because I was going down a path of disappointment because of the book, and I reshaped my whole thinking on it all. And yeah, it's just what the show is, basically. What the show has given us is my thoughts and my theories. So stay tuned for that video. I also recorded a quick 7-minute video on my thoughts of season 1 of The Bear. I don't know if anyone's seen The Bear, but I binge watched The Bear this week, the first season. And it's about a chef and working in a real busy kitchen and going through the loss of the death of his brother, and he inherits the kitchen from his brother, and I think it's got drugs and all sorts of stuff involved in it and all sorts. But I've just watched season 1 and it was absolutely brilliant. As a chef's perspective, because I've been there and lived that lifestyle in the busy kitchens, it was kind of cool to watch. The transitions were amazing, and all sorts. Jeremy, if you haven't seen The Bear, I know that you're in the catering industry as well. If you haven't seen The Bear, Jeremy, I would definitely suggest checking The Bear out. Nice. It's really, really cool. But there's a video coming out for that this week. It's just a quick 7-minute video with my thoughts on season 1. Brilliant show from what I've heard. Okay, yeah, nice. I'm glad it's on the list. What else have I got coming up? Sunday I'm going to go live. Headless isn't live on Sunday because he's on his vacation at his Comic-Con. I'm going to go live on Sunday, and we're going to do a character introduction live for the people that we met back on episode 1 of Game of Thrones. Winter is coming. Nice. So I'm going to give you a photograph of, say, Bran Stark. Then I'll give you a little paragraph on screen of basically who he is, what family he's from, and any notable things that I might want to say about the character. But I got to remember we're only on episode 1. And we're going to do that with all characters. Yeah.
What's up, Johnny?
Johnny Knight, good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. That's on Sunday. We're going to do that. And then on Monday, we're going to be back for our breakdown of episode 2 of Game of Thrones, where we're going to have a detailed conversation about it. I don't know if I'm going to be so heavy on my script this week. I reviewed and watched back the live stream, and I felt like it was a lot of me talking, and I didn't give much opportunity for my guests. And I apologize for that. Now, I feel like maybe it was just a big occasion, and I put a lot of thought and work into it, and maybe I just went a little bit too far with some of it. But next week, we're not going to be... This week, yeah, episode 2, we're not going to be like that. It's going to be more of a free-flowing conversation, and we can just go through the episode as we go through it. We don't have to have so many minute little details. And you guys can tell me what you want to do going forward for episode 3. If you feel like episode 1 was a better conversation than episode 2 will be, or vice versa, then that's what we'll do going forward. You guys run the show, you know? You guys let me do it. You guys let me talk about it. And Poppins along for the ride for the show with his reviews and his thoughts of the episodes. That's on Monday. And I think that's about it. I've got a video that I'm working on that'll take a couple of weeks for the caravan holiday that I went on between episode 7 and 8 of House of the Dragon. Went and rode around that island again. Went around the other way. It's going to be... I'll just do one big vlog for the whole week. It'll just be one big vlog. That'll come out in a couple of weeks. And you might have noticed at the beginning of this video we had a weird introduction with a voiceover and with some AI-created content. Well, Milky's working on some AI-created content around the Horseman. Just stay tuned. The Horsemen know about it. The Horsemen are excited about it just as much as I am. It's going to be a fun little thing if we can get it off the ground. It's something different for the community as well. And it could include the whole community. It could include anything. So just stay tuned. Very, very different. Check out Johnny Knight's live streams if you haven't. He's playing some games. He was playing Chained Together, and he's going to be playing A Way Out, which is another co-op game. He's been playing some games, so check out his channel. I am a member over on Johnny's channel, thanks to a anonymous gifter. Somebody gifted me a membership the other week, and I was like, oh, that's cool. That came through.
That's weird how that happens.
Yeah.
I've been gifted a membership to this one channel like 5 times.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I remember there's a Fortnite channel called Drew Goodhelp, I believe. He was very, very new last year. I think he had like 30 subscribers. And I remember being in his first ever live stream. And then I hadn't been for a while, but I've been gifted membership every single month since he's been on YouTube. And I don't. He blew up. He's now at like 300,000 followers. He blew up, but it's like, it must be just the people in the chat that gift these things, because YouTube allow gifting now. But it's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
It is.
I don't
crazy.
know how that works.
Is it different when you go the other way? Well, yeah. All the scenes last time were on that side, and I didn't show what was on that side, and now the other way around, you're going to see the other side. So yeah, there is actually a different view of the island when I went around, and we actually went a different way as well because it was raining.
So do you guys ride your bike on the wrong side of the road too, or just drive over there?
No, we ride our bikes on the wrong side of the road too. The rule is you're supposed to ride your bike towards oncoming traffic, and the traffic will go around you. And the traffic is known in the UK to give a bicycle enough space as they would a car.
Yeah.
So all that kind of stuff.
That's what they're supposed to do here, but they don't.
No, they don't. I've seen your American roads. I couldn't imagine riding a bike down those at all. Like, not for the quality of the road, but just the consistent, just straight fucking line. It would absolutely eat at my mentality, not seeing the end, just riding in a straight line for freaking 500 miles, you know?
Oh, yeah.
No, thank you. I'd rather go up and down and round bends.
There's a road in, I think it's Wyoming or Montana, and basically you can see for like god awful long.
Yeah.
It's called the Highway to Heaven or something, because at the end it looks like it just goes up into the sky.
Dips off. Yeah. That's
and
insane.
It's just a straight arrow. I'd love to work on that road because there wouldn't be any hills and curves.
Yeah, it's just an invitation to accelerate when you see that kind of view in a car. It's just an invitation to just go for it. But yeah, that's why I don't drive, guys. That's why I don't drive. I'm still learning, right? But yeah, that's what's coming up. You know, all sorts of stuff. Very Game of Thrones heavy inspired, but that's the way the algorithm likes my channel to be. So that's the way we're going to keep rolling with it. Yeah, this has been a Horseman, a very limp Horseman. We haven't had any plan. We hadn't, it was just a chat. Randy wasn't here, unfortunately. We hope he's well. We miss him. Randy, we hope we see you next week. Yeah, it'll be good. Corey says, great live, guys. Appreciate you, Corey. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate you staying up late. Always.
Yeah, everybody in the chat, make sure you go and follow everyone else in the chat, whether they have channels or Instagram or TikTok or anything like that. Spread the community.
Yeah. Well, what we can do, if we get some Lego for next week, we can do all that kind of stuff as well next week. I'll bring some links and stuff to the live that we can share with everybody, and we can put them in chats and all that kind of stuff. So I hope that we see the live counter going up and down all night, because everyone's leaving to go follow other people and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
I can go all night long, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. We can do that, and I've got Lego here to build, so it'll be fun. All right, guys. Well, that's it. We've been going for an hour and 4. My name's been Ryan. That guy over there has been Charles from Poppin', Missouri. As always, you can catch us here every Friday night. We are the Horsemen, as I said, and I have a stupid AI created video again. Just listen to the words more so than look at the images. The images will change over time to be something animated. If you know of anyone that can animate, or has any experience with animating, or anybody at all, if you have a cousin or a nephew that is in college studying right now and wants some work experience or whatever, I'm willing to pay. I'm looking for somebody that can animate some videos. So reach out to me, RyanMilky14 on Instagram, or RyanMilky14@gmail.com if you want to email me for business inquiries. But with that being said, we are the Horsemen. We'll see you next Friday. Good night, guys.
See you guys.
As the night comes to a close, we want to thank you all for joining us on this wild ride. Your laughter, your comments, and your company make every moment worthwhile. But don't worry, this is just the beginning. We're already gearing up for more fun next week. Join us next week on Poppin's channel, where we'll dive back into the world of pop culture and collectibles. Until then, stay awesome, stay geeky, and we'll see you next Friday.